1 week away from Decision Day in League One with just one spot in the league final remaining. Both the Chattanooga Red Wolves and Forward Madison hope to be there, and it starts with 3 points today here at CHI Memorial Stadium, where it's a pink out for dogs and people alike, brought to you by TransCard. As I mentioned, big game for both sides, needing 3 points to get into that League One final where they would meet Greenville. As we take a look at the standings, Greenville in first place, 32 points. Richmond with 23, as does Omaha. And these teams, Chattanooga, Madison, in 6th and 8th, but capable of moving up the table with 3 points today, both still alive and not at all out of the race. But it's been over a month since Chattanooga last won on September 15th. That came against Union Omaha right here at CHI Memorial Stadium, a 2-0 victory. But since then, 3 straight losses, just 1 goal scored, 5 against. They could have another game coming in the mix against Orlando, a game that was previously postponed, and they're still in the playoff hunt with those 3 games remaining. 3 points today, getting back on track and getting revenge against a Madison team that already beat them this year 1-0 would go a long way in helping the chances for Jimmy Obleda as they look to meet Greenville on October 30th. Madison, they are on a streak of being unbeaten, but it's not all wins. 4 in a row unbeaten, but 3 of those draws, 2 0-0 draws, then a wild 2-2 game in the midweek against Fort Lauderdale CF. They're going to need to come up with 3, though, if they want to make a push into second place. They're not losing, but 1 point per game is not going to cut it. Darryl Shore said as much. They're hoping to get 3 today against Chattanooga. These teams have a bit of a history here in League One going back to last season. Overall record, dead even. 1 win apiece and 2 draws. Their first league match against Chattanooga came last April, and they last met, as I mentioned, at the end of September. 1-0 victory for Madison. Chattanooga finished just 3 points behind Madison, just on the outside looking into the playoffs last year. So hoping to flip the script today. Chattanooga, Madison, both in the hunt for the second spot in the League One final. Both need 3 points today. You can catch the action coming up in a few moments right here on ESPN+.
Even in a pandemic, ankles get sprained, ears get infected, falls happen. But in times like these, the thought of going to an urgent care can seem scarier than the injury itself. So we want you to know that we've taken extra precautions to keep you safe. This pandemic can stop a lot of things, but it can't stop us from being here for you. CHI Memorial Convenient Care.
Almost set for soccer here at CHI Memorial Stadium. Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN Plus for this matchup brought to you by TransCard. Chattanooga Red Wolves against Forward Madison. And for Chattanooga, they get a big player back in the lineup. Marky Hernandez, one of their top pieces on that top line that has been so potent offensively this year. He's got 3 goals, 4 assists. They dearly missed him, and they get him back in the fold alongside Greg Hurst today at the top of the Chattanooga lineup. This is how they line up overall for head coach Jimmy Obleda. Uzo slots in at the back with Ramos out. Ruiz and Ricketts on the outside. Very happy to have Ruiz back as well, in addition to Hernandez up top with Hurst. And that midfield 4 has been strong for them all season. Dietrich, Doyle, Pineda, and Soto. And they will have their hands full today with a Forward Madison side that is looking to stay alive as well. Wojciech Vucic, he's their top striker on the top line. He's got 3 goals in 13 games, tied for the team lead. He's really struggled of late, but today would be as great a day of any to get back into form for the Mingos. And Darryl Shore, this is the lineup that will surround Wojciech Vucic up top. The 16-year-old Chris Brady in goal once again for the Flamingos. And in front of that, note one big piece missing Connor Tobin is out, was suspended with a red card on Wednesday. But the rest of the lineup, the best 11 out there for forward Madison and Darryl Shore as they get set to take on Chattanooga. Sergei Demyanchuk, the man in charge of the match tonight, wearing the neon green. Madison in their light blues, Chattanooga in their reds. The visitors will open it up going from left to right. Chattanooga defending from right to left. Fans filing in. First 500 fans receiving pink rally towels if they're wearing pink at today's Pink Out in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Just awaiting the whistle from Demyanchuk. Two teams in need of 3 points.
Ready for kickoff.
Forward Madison, Chattanooga Red Wolves underway from CHI Memorial Stadium. Madison has struggled to find the back of the net up until Wednesday. A 2-2 draw against Fort Lauderdale. Chattanooga hasn't won in over a month. But both teams in dire need of 3 points today, could be eliminated by day's end, depending on the result here and the result of the Richmond game. That's at 6:30, also right here on ESPN+. Joe Malfa here with you for today's action in Chattanooga. Some contact there. And a foul called against Madison. Player for each side still down. Greg Hurst holding on to that wrist, took a spill. In some pain, trying to shake it off. Team that has been ravaged by injuries all season long, Chattanooga. I want to see Hurst already in pain, not even 2 full minutes into this match. Jimmy Obleda speaking to us this week. Very positive and upbeat despite all this team has faced. COVID cases, injuries. Through it all, they still have a chance to get into second place. Coach that has always, all year long, been one to look on the positive side rather than at the negatives. Just a chance out here again today to play the game they love and fight for a position in the final. Be the fruits of a long, hard season of labor if they can get there. But nothing to hang their heads about if they're unable to make it. All they've battled through, still to be in a position where that final is within striking distance. Hernandez down here on the left side, back into the fold for Chattanooga. A big piece that could help them inch closer to that second place spot. They've missed him the last few games. Back to Brady. Forced to dump it over to the left side. Toyama launches forward. Uchik tries to flick it on, but can't get it to Leonard. Dietrich, the loanee from Nashville. "13 games played for both of these teams. 17 goals for Madison, 18 for Chattanooga. Similar in that aspect. Defensively, 15 goals conceded for Chattanooga, just 11 for Madison. The Flamingos have been a very stout defensive team all year long. A couple of 0-0 draws recently. Chris Brady, if he can put together 3 strong performances down the stretch here, as long as he continues to start over Phil Marchetta, he could get himself into contention for the Golden Glove as well. He'll need to play 8 games to qualify for that. He's played 5 now. This is 6th. The 16-year-old has been tremendous for the Flamingos. Darryl Shore says he might be 16, but plays with the confidence of a grizzled veteran. And his teammates in front of him believe in him to be that backstop for them and keep them in games. Last time these teams met It was a 1-0 victory for Madison. That came in Wauwatosa at Hart Park. Hernandez has an overlapping run from Ruiz. Now he uses it. Ruiz on the left side. Sends the ball in towards goal. Brady grabs it after Fernandez let it go. Crashing was Pineda, but not quickly enough. Neither of these teams really big possession teams, both averaging below 50% possession per game. Both comfortable playing without the ball and just making the most of the opportunities they have when they do have it. Very efficient in the attack. But someone will have to have more of the possession today. And so far it's been Chattanooga through 5 minutes, controlling the tempo here in front of their home fans. Nice flick down the wing, but not enough on it, and it's knocked away, out for a throw. Heavy shove in the back, still going. The Red Wolves inside, Hurst taken down. Demjanjuk lets it go, now he'll pull it back for a penalty for the Red Wolves. Opportunity coming for Chattanooga. Madison confused. Red Wolves a chance to go up early. Take another look at it. Hurst taken down by Fernandez. Ball nearly went in and saved off the line by Ovalle. Complexion of this game could change entirely here. Greg Hurst at the spot. 6 goals on the season. Lucky number 7 would put his team up a goal, in position to defend this one out. 3 points for Chattanooga would be massive in the standings as they look to stay alive, hoping to make the League One final against Greenville. '16-year-old Chris Brady in goal. Hurst at the spot. 23-year-old Scotsman had 2 goals last season in League One, 6 this year. Fans here at CHI Memorial waiting for a reason to erupt early on. In a game that will be their final home match of the season. Hurst is set. There's the whistle. Greg Hurst, right-footed shot, 1-0 Chattanooga.
Say it with me, Red Wolves fans. Goal!
Jimmy Obleda always talks about his team striking early. I don't know if he had an early penalty in mind as the way it would come, but he'll take it any way it does come. Greg Hurst finishes it off, sends Brady the wrong way, tucks it calmly into the corner. Celebrates with his teammates. Crowd loves it, teammates love it. Chattanooga's up 1-0 in a must-win game. He's still been holding his wrist a bit ever since he took that spill in the 2nd minute. But he continues, and he does so with a goal already to his tally on the day. Madison, a team who has struggled to score of late, now has to chase this game early on. Forced to open up earlier than they intended. Pineda applies the pressure. All the way back now from Pato Diaz to Brady. Uchik mistimes his jump, but it falls to Banks. And a high boot is called against Banks. Nearly caught the face of Uzo. When these teams met on September 26th, it was that 1-0 victory for Madison. Opportunities were there for Chattanooga early. They had 5 shots, just 3 on target, as the Madison defense clamped down late in that game to see the victory over the finish line. Michael Vang scored in the 50th minute. They held on from there. contact, and a foul goes here against Hurst on the far side. Madison already came from behind once this week. On the road against Fort Lauderdale, they were down 2-0. Then goals scored by Paolo in the 73rd, and then Diaz in the 85th. Tied it up. 2-2 draw was the finish. Need to come back again today to stay alive in the race for the final. Soto tucks it in. Doyle taken down. Pineda comes away with it, uses Ricketts on the right side. Doyle still down in the middle. Play continues. Surprised to see Chattanooga not play it out with a teammate down, and now Madison could go the other way. Down the left side. Vucic receives it. Doyle is now all right, back in the play. And chasing in the middle of the field as he marks Ovalle with the ball on the left side. Whistle right in front of Jimmy Obleda as he looks on. Ball was just over the line. Ovalle on loan from Toronto FC2. Played 22 games last year in League One, with Toronto unable to compete this season. They just wanted to see some of their guys get some minutes. Madison will make the most of it. Inside, Smart tries to lay it off, but he had an alleyway. Tried to be selfless, should have been selfish if he picked his head up there. Tried to lay it off to Banks. He's on it again, though, Smart. Sends it across, backside, put towards goal and headed out before it gets to Mangles. It'll be a corner. Diaz did well to find Smart there, and just not on the same page as J.C. Banks. One touch, and he had a big bit of space to try to get a shot off. Smart ventures out there as a short option on the corner kick. Madison has something set up here, though, off the training ground with the way the players are stacked in the box. J.C. Banks set to deliver after Sergei Demyanchuk has a quick word with the guys battling it out in the box. Now he'll take two aside for a quick little chat. Uzo and Trimmingham. Busy week for Demyanchuk, was the fourth official for an MLS match on Wednesday between New England and Montreal, and in charge of this one today. Now Banks set to deliver. Sent in towards the near post, headed away by Doyle. Almost intercepted by Soto, pushing forward. Could have sent the Red Wolves off to the races. But instead, Madison continues to control. Vucic sends it across. Mangles off his line. He gets there just ahead of the forward coming in. It was Trimmingham, who was still up after that corner kick. Uncharted territory for the center back, but he had an opportunity before Mangles got there. The ever-changing facial hair of Alex Mangles in goal. His teammates have poked fun of it, as has Jimmy Obleda. He's gone from full beard to mustache to goatee, back to full beard, but all the while remaining as the constant strong keeper for the Red Wolves all season long. Red Wolves had a lot of trouble in 2019 conceding goals. Jimmy Obleda came in, wanted to retool the defense. Mangles last year wasn't the problem. He conceded a lot of goals, but he was just under fire so much. And in that aspect, you could say mission accomplished for Obleda and the Red Wolves as they put this team together. Just 15 goals conceded all season long. They lead 1-0. Penalty kick goal in the 7th minute from Greg Hurst. As we reach the quarter-hour mark, Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN+. Full slate of action today in League One. 1 week away from decision day. Greenville already has its ticket to the final punch. They've had that for a couple of weeks now. And their magic number is just 1 point to clinch home field in that title game. They can do it with a win or a draw tomorrow against Omaha. But tomorrow's game against Omaha may mean nothing if Richmond drops points today. A draw or a loss from the Kickers would already put Greenville over the hump in terms of clinching home field at Legacy Early College in the title game, which would be vital for them as they have yet to drop points at home all season long. They'd have to like their chances if they get the final on their home turf. That Richmond game at 6:30, home against Tormenta, could mean a lot for both of these teams as well. First and foremost, for Darryl Shore's Madison squad and Jimmy Obleda's Red Wolves squad, control what you can control, and that's the possibility of getting 3 points right in front of you here today. Then sit back and watch the Richmond game later, knowing you've already got those 3 points in your pocket. Through the middle. Inside Cox on his right foot. Mangles comes out. Cox tries to thread it through. Saved by Mangles. Back out again for Cox. Left-footed cross. Knocked in the air by Uzo, still alive. Banks tries to undercut it. Shouts for handball, but the foul called against Banks first. Another look at this. Briga Toyama, as he's done all season long for Madison. Aggressive on the left side. Dribbles into the middle, finds a teammate. But a big save by Mangles. Keeps this a 1-0 lead for the Red Wolves. Here's the handball ball that Banks was shouting for. It definitely did connect with the right hand of Uzo, but it was after that arm flailed around after the foul was committed. Take another look at this one as we slow it down. Here's the foul. There's the right hand connecting with the ball. So Banks was right. Certainly a handball, but after he committed the foul. Gucci's heavy touch back. Nearly put Pineda in space. Now Pineda has it. He's taken down. He lays it off for Hernandez in the box. Advantage played. Hernandez. Hurst is there. Hernandez on his left foot. Earns a corner. Demjanjuk let it go. For advantage. Having a quick chat now. Chattanooga gets set for the corner. Fernandez took down Pineda. In hindsight, Chattanooga might have just liked the free kick where it was positioned, but Hernandez one-on-one in the box. Had an opportunity. Corner sent in, well taken, back post, headed on, and saved by Brady. The 16-year-old keeps it a 1-goal deficit, and Chattanooga will retake the corner kick. Perfectly placed corner. Strong header, better save. Take two now. Hurst trying to replicate that delivery. This time near post. Flicked on by Madison. Soto, poor touch. Takes a player down, advantage played. Smart in space. On the left side, now it's Banks. Inside, Ovalle. Has it run by him, too strong, and Hernandez does well to track back for it. Ovalle thought that was going to stop for him. Didn't step to it, and then it just ran too far across. And now the yellow card shown to Josue Soto. Smart veteran foul. He tried to stop that attack, but advantage was played.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official has presented the yellow card to number 8 of the Chattanooga Red Wolves, Josue Soto.
Soto, the captain of this team, can play just about anywhere in the midfield. Obleda has called him the key to pretty much everything they want to do in the midfield, defensively and offensively. So good at picking out that pass to spring the attack. Very aware of the space when he has to tuck back in to help defend. On it now, sent back for Uzo. 20th minute here at CHI Memorial Stadium. Joe Malfa with you on ESPN+. Goal scored in the 7th minute by Greg Hurst. On a penalty. Doyle finds Hurst. Both defenders back off of him, give him some space. Now he lays it off for Doyle, Dietrich, but too strong. Doyle with it now, sends it across. Cut out at the last moment by Pato. Hernandez was waiting for it. Red Wolves have been very dangerous after getting that first goal, looking to get a second. Sent in from Ruiz. And the flag is up on Greg Hurst. A look back at the yellow card from Soto. Taking down Ovalle. Shouts for a foul from the Madison bench. As Fala came over the top, but no call. And Soto tucks it back to Fala. Uzo opens up for Ruiz. Hernandez checking deep for it. Looking for an option, doesn't find one, takes it himself. One-on-one with Cox. The veteran right midfielder does well to force it all the way back to Uzo. Ricketts keeps it alive, but a late foul call against Fala. A lot of chatter going on down there between players on both sides, the Madison bench, and our official Sergei Demyanchuk. Back to the play. Hernandez calmly heads it back to Brady. Chattanooga not letting Madison out of their own end. Only 14 players available for the Red Wolves. Not too many options off the bench for Obleda. Wonder how long they could keep up the high pressure, but for now it's working. Through ball to Vucic. Laid off. Smart. Now Ovalle. Finally over midfield. And just like that, they give it away. Ruiz takes it. Dietrich and Doyle seem to have switched in the midfield. Dietrich now on the left with Doyle on the right. Obleda likes to do that throughout the game with his wingers and his midfielders. Don't be surprised to see Hurst and Hernandez at some point in this first half switch sides. Hernandez on it now. Giving up for Doyle as Hurst begins his run down the right side. It's laid off instead for Ricketts. Chattanooga, a team comfortable playing a high press, passing around the back, playing direct. Very adaptable to the situation. The situation right now is defending a one-goal lead while also trying to add to it. Down the wing. 3 points a must for both teams. Soto can't keep it alive. Smart has some space. Lays it off for Cox. Vucic ranges forward. Working on Ruiz. Vucic. Switch. Smart. Thinks about a shot. Lays it off. Pato. Inside. Taken away. At the 25-minute mark, possession 57% in favor of Madison, but so much of it just passing around the back as they try to figure out how to break that top line pressure of Chattanooga. Flag goes up at the last moment here as Doyle was in loads of space. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit SelectSportAmerica.com. Obleda in the vest today. Chilly day in Chattanooga. You can see the flags whipping on the far side above the fans. Much different climate for Madison after dealing with the hot, humid Florida weather on Wednesday against Fort Lauderdale CF. More shouts for fouls from Madison. Fala sends Hernandez on a long run to the corner. He'll earn the throw. Hernandez played his club soccer growing up for Jimmy Obleda. Demianchuk had this one stopped for a moment to allow some shoot tying. Hernandez against Cox. Vucic comes in to help. Hernandez nearly comes out of it with the ball, but it's just out for a goal kick. Fans, follow the Chattanooga Red Wolves and the rest of USL League One all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch League One live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Mangles off his line to corral it. Flag stays down. Into the box, right foot for Pineda. Tracking back was Fernandez. Keeps Madison down just a goal as Chattanooga is still on the prowl, looking for goal number 2. Well-timed run from Pineda. And a better timed tackle from Fernandez. Brady seemed to have the angle cut off well. But Fernandez not even letting it get to his goalkeeper. Hernandez over to the right side now to take this corner. In swinging with his left foot. Hernandez can't even get it towards the group in the box. Headed away at the near post, but he wins it back on his right foot now. Hernandez, this delivery much better, but same result, headed away. Hurst. Third time the charm maybe for Hernandez. Doesn't get a chance to send in the cross, though, with the good defensive play from Smart. Vucic down the wing. Can't get it forward for Cox. It'll be a throw for the Flamingos. Cox in some pain. '28-year-old veteran, slow to get up, but now on his feet. Spent last year with FC Tucson. Joined Madison this year. Fixture in the lineup all season long. The 2020 League One season concludes in historic fashion with the league's first national TV broadcast. Don't miss the top 2 teams in the league compete for the 2020 League One title, both on ESPN Plus and ESPN Deportes at 8 p.m. Eastern on October 30th. Trimmingham over the top, but no light blue jerseys in the area. Mangles will just take his time now, wait for some pressure. Nobody comes to him, still with it. After he gets it back from Fala. Madison pushing further up the field, trying to lock Chattanooga in their own end. Hydration break coming any moment. Next stoppage possibly. Pineda takes it down. Soto, pressure from behind. Foul called against Madison. And now Demjanjuk signals to send the teams to the sideline for the hydration break. Chattanooga leading 1-0 on the 7th minute penalty kick goal from Greg Hurst, his 7th of the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has indicated a safety and hydration
Fans
break
here
for
at
the players.
CHI Memorial Stadium enjoying what they're seeing so far from the Red Wolves as part of today's Pink Out, presented by CHI Memorial Hospital's Mary Ellen Locker Breast Center. The first 500 fans wearing pink today received a pink rally towel. And already $1,000 donated, as $1,000 will be donated for every Red Wolves goal. So already $1,000 in the bank. And mobile mammogram screening center on site during the match here in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Tip of the hat to Chattanooga for hosting this great event today. Here's a look at the coach that is at CHI Memorial Stadium today from the Mary Ellen Locker Breast Center. Walk-ons accepted until 3 o'clock. So throughout the entirety of the game, Chattanooga doing well on the field today with a 1-0 lead and doing some good things off the field as well as they support the community. See some fans over there behind the bench where Jimmy Obleda is instructing his team with some pink scarves, pink shirt, and some of those pink rally towels all around the stadium. Chattanooga, it's pretty much going to just be as simple as keep doing what you're doing so far. They're putting Madison under pressure. They're getting opportunities. On the flip side for Darrell Shore, just got to hope this attack can start finding some creases in the Chattanooga back line. 2 of their last 3 games, they haven't scored. 0-0 draw, 0-0 draw. And they didn't score until late, 2 goals late against Fort Lauderdale on Wednesday. Come from behind and level it for a 2-2 draw. Again, Hurst, your goal scorer, penalty kick. That's the difference right now. Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN Plus. Vital matchup for both teams in the hunt for that 2nd spot in the League One final. CHI Memorial Stadium here in Chattanooga, Tennessee on a chilly, breezy day. Probably feels right at home for Madison, though. This weather a lot more their type than what they saw on Wednesday. Over 90 degrees and humid in Florida. So much for birds going south for the winter. They'd much rather be north right now. Down the wing, Ricketts. Second ball nearly gathered by Hurst. Both teams have had some struggles with that final ball in the attacking third today. They've gotten to the attacking third, and when they've tried to unlock the back line, find that linking ball into the box, just haven't been able to find any teammates. Only opposing jerseys in the area. Hurst. That link-up play looked better, but just couldn't get it through to Pineda on that last pass from Dietrich. Sends it forward. Gathering of red jerseys near the top of the box, but again, as I was just saying, that linking ball doesn't find a red jersey, just a blue jersey. The Red Wolves do well to gather the loose second ball. Again, good defensive play by Toyama. Ovalle. Wide for Smart. Madison will settle around the back. Leonard. 2 shots for Madison, 1 on target. 3 shots for Chattanooga, 2 on target. Hernandez taken down cleanly. Ball won by Leonard. Jamel Cox in space on the right side, but nobody there for him, and he's forced to go back. A lot of that from forward Madison today. It's part of the reason that they have that 57% possession advantage. But so much of that just in their defensive half. In our conversation this week, Darryl Shore talked about how little he really regards possession stat. Doesn't always tell the story of a game. It's a matter of having valuable possession in the attacking third and doing something with it. And this game really illustrating his point. They have a hefty lead in that stat category, but it's all just been defensive in their half, trying to find a lane that hasn't opened up against a very sound, structurally defensive Chattanooga side. Sure, he'd much rather have the 43% possession in the goal right now. That's what Chattanooga has. Come close to adding to that lead a couple of times, but the Madison back line holding strong as well. Foul called against Fala, getting into the back of Banks. Leonard gets it back into play quickly. Trimmingham plays direct over the top, looking for Smart. 2 defenders collide for the Red Wolves, but no problem for Mangles. Possibly a sign of some frustration and a lack of patience there for Madison as the defensive side of Chattanooga continues to frustrate them. Biding their time, passing it around, and then Trimmingham just takes matters into his own hands, tries to play direct, but nothing there. 1 blue jersey and a sea of 4 red jerseys. Mangles comes away with it. Possession right back to the Red Wolves. Hernandez opens up. Chattanooga's top line had been backing off for a few minutes, possibly conserving some energy for the last stretch run here before halftime. Now that line creeps forward again. Obleda all season long has been known to turn that high pressure on and off throughout the half. Seems like he's turning it back up a notch. Looking to get 1 more goal before the halftime break. Quick chat between Demyanchuk and Hurst. Diaz. Into Cox. Somehow they keep it alive. Cox tried to give and go with Diaz. Pass was behind him. Diaz made the most of it with the back heel back to Cox. Trimmingham heavy touch. Nearly gives it away. And now it is given away. Nice job in tight quarters on the far side to get this one to Hurst, taking his space. Demyanchuk will call it back for a foul.
I wouldn't say it was that new. No, it did not have the new car smell.
Chattanooga getting it out of their own end after a long spell of just passing it around the back. 5 minutes to go until the halftime break. The goal from Greg Hurst in the 8th minute from the penalty spot, still holding up. Give away. Chance for the Mingos. Vucic sends a shot. Gathered easily by Mangles. Long switch of the field to Hernandez. Good first touch. Has him in space. Marky Hernandez not afraid to go east to west. Taking it across the field himself. Now sends it over to Ricketts, who athletically keeps it in play, but no teammate there to be on the receiving end of it. Smart as Vucic streaking through the middle of the back line for Chattanooga, but in no position to send a cross in with all the red jerseys around him. The same scoreline, but in reverse, was the final when these teams met on September 26th at Hart Park. A 1-0 victory for Madison. It was a big game at the time. Now with the standings in more clear focus, stakes much higher this time around. Red Wolves eyeing revenge. If this result holds, Madison would be mathematically eliminated with the loss. That giveaway won't help their cause of trying to pull that goal back before the half. As it stands, Richmond and Omaha on 23 points. A Madison loss would mean their max possible points would be 23, and they have just 4 wins. Wins is the tiebreaker. Richmond has 7, Omaha has 6. Backs against the wall for the Flamingos. They'll need at least 1 goal to stay on the fringe of being alive mathematically with a draw. 2 goals for a win, which would put them in better position. Still would need some help. This scoreline holding for Chattanooga would tie them with North Texas, 21 points apiece. Both would be just 2 points back of Richmond and Omaha. Kickers have a game in hand, though, on all 3 teams. It comes at 6:30 tonight, right here, ESPN Plus, at home against Tormenta. South Georgia team looking to play spoiler against Richmond. They had 1 heated battle already this year. If Richmond were to drop points, it would make this next week very interesting. 2 games left for all 4 of those teams, separated by just 2 points. Chattanooga making another bid to go forward, but that one never had a chance. Well blasted over everything. Greg Hurst with a wrap now on the left wrist that we didn't see earlier in the game. Had it put on during the hydration break. That comes from a fall all the way back in the 2nd minute. Was really in pain holding that wrist. A few moments later, popped in the penalty. And then had that wrap added to the left hand during the hydro break. Just 2 minutes of added time, I'm being told, here in the first half. So about 2.5 minutes overall for either team to find a goal before the halftime interval. Demianchuk stop this for some reason and go back and talk to someone. Having a word with Pineda. Into stoppage time now. 2 minutes added. Heavy pressure from Madison. Just cleared away down the wing. Pineda fields it. Hernandez puts a foot in. Pineda still with it. Now Hernandez in space. Trimmingham gives chase. Taken down at the end line. It's going to be a free kick for Chattanooga. International player from Trinidad and Tobago not happy with that one. Thought he won it cleanly. Looked like it would have been a corner anyway. So in the end, the trade-off here is just simply a corner taken from about 6 yards closer for Chattanooga. Taking a look at it. Hernandez, Trimmingham going for it. Certainly last off Trimmingham, so unhappy with the foul call, but in the end, doesn't mean much. Just about 6 yards away from the flag. Possibly one last chance here in this half for Chattanooga to grab a goal. Take a more commanding 2-0 lead into the locker room. Hurst delivers it on the ground, flicked on, saved, headed towards goal and over. Goal kick. Chattanooga had a chance. Cheeky little flick towards goal. Couldn't tell if it was a defender or Brady who saved it off the line. Another look. I believe it was Pato Diaz who got a flick to it on the goal line. And there's the halftime whistle from Sergei Demyanchuk. One last flurry of an opportunity for Chattanooga. But they'll be happy with their 1-0 lead. Came on a goal in the 8th minute from the penalty spot by Greg Hurst. 45 more minutes to go. If this result holds, Madison will be eliminated. Chattanooga will be in a good spot to possibly creep their way into second place. They'll need some help later on. They've got to handle their own business still here. 45 minutes to go. Jimmy Obleda side has dealt with injuries all year long. They're mostly healthy today. They're making the most of it. 1-0 lead going into the half here at CHI Memorial Stadium against Forward Madison. Came right here. Hurst drew the penalty, then he converted the penalty. Sent the goalie the wrong way. Found the back of the net. Opportunities for Madison as well. Few and far between. They trail 1-0 at the half here in Chattanooga. Back in a few moments with the halftime show right here on ESPN+.
Sunny 92.3, music that makes you feel good.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet.
James and Kim in the morning.
I don't wanna know who's taking you.
And the best variety of your music all day.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song.
On air, mobile, and on your Amazon Alexa.
Come on, turn the radio on.
Today's Sunny 92.3.
Halftime between the Chattanooga Red Wolves and Forward Madison here at CHI Memorial Stadium, which will be the site of the 2023 and 2024 Division II NCAA Championships. They're building up this stadium here in Chattanooga. And we'll take a look at some of the past winners of the men's and women's tournaments so you get an idea who might be here at CHI Memorial competing for those championships in the future. Look at Charleston from West Virginia. They've got two there. Might be booking those trips for Chattanooga on the men's side. And then A few different teams for the women's side, very competitive over there. No tournament for either the men or the women in 2020 due to COVID-19. But down the road, 2023 and 2024 right here at CHI Memorial Stadium, Division II National Championships. When we get to the rest of this game, it'll still be the third game of the week here in USL League One. We saw one Wednesday and we saw one last night. New England Revolution 2 hosting North Texas Soccer Club. It started early with the goal from Rivera. Curled it just past Aviles to get things going for the Revs. Both teams looking for a victory to stay alive in the League One race for the final. Chances both ways. A beautiful save on the other side by Keegan Meyer to keep things in their favor. Presley had an opportunity for the goal of the year here. Nearly fit it into the tightest window, but off the post. And then on the other side, a post hit as well by North Texas. But eventually, the side from Texas would get their goal and level this at 1. The goal came from Hernandez right after halftime. 1-1. That's how it would finish. Plenty of chances both ways. 14 shots for North Texas, 9 for New England. 1-1 the result. They split the points. Looking to stay alive, as are both of these teams, Chattanooga and Forward Madison. 45 more minutes to be played between these two sides from beautiful CHI Memorial Stadium. Back with a look around the league in a few moments. Takes a shot, and it's in the back of the net.
And a diving stop.
Looks the goal, shoots it. Unbelievable.
Save made.
Unbelievable. Makes the save.
Oh, what a goal.
Knocked away.
It's in the back of the net.
What a goal there.
And pushed aside.
Trying to pick up the top corner. It's in off the post. What a hit that is! And blocked on his left foot. Liotti, saved by Jay.
Rodriguez scoops it in there, headed free, and shot and put in! Oh, what a goal! It's Burgess in his second appearance for North Texas SC. Angle last year. Fires it on that huge save by Fitzgerald.
Carbon copies of each other. It's a matter of who will score first. Maybe it's here, the shot, and that will be the first goal. Box, volley by Vignal, still loose. Micheletto tries something incredible and nearly has it. To the save at full stretch by Marancio. Halftime show continues here between Chattanooga Red Wolves and Forward Madison. Joe Malfa still with you on ESPN+. We take a look at some news and notes from around USL League One, where the Greenville Triumph are just awaiting an opponent in the USL League One final, and they're very close to clinching home field and playing at Legacy Early College, where they have yet to drop points this season. The table is tight. Richmond, right now, the best chance to make it, but 6 teams still mathematically alive in the hunt to face Greenville on Friday night, October 30th. You can catch that here on ESPN+, ESPN Deportes, or SiriusXM. The player of the week, Nicholas Firmino, a goal and assist on Friday for a New England Revolution 2 side that is very hot, joined by teammate Thiago Mendonça, who has made 3 straight teams of the week for New England. On there as well, a couple of Richmond kickers, Bolaños, Terzaghi, another team that is right now very close to clinching a spot and joining Greenville in that final. They play against South Georgia Tormenta later today. New England, North Texas, they drew last night. And this Madison side that you're watching now drew Fort Lauderdale on Wednesday. So another matchup to come later tonight as well. FC Tucson, Orlando City B, and then tomorrow Greenville and Union Omaha. But that 6:30 match, the Kickers and Tormenta, it's a huge one. Richmond has a chance to really put a stranglehold on the rest of the table against the Tormenta side that is mathematically eliminated, but they are still battling, fighting very hard. These teams drew 0-0 earlier in the season. Plenty of chances for both teams. Both goalkeepers, Pablo Jara and Akira Fitzgerald, came up huge for their squads. Tormenta not going to go away easy just because they are eliminated. Guys playing for spots on the squad next year and would love to play spoiler against a Richmond team they have had some battles with over the last couple of seasons. Darren Sawatsky against Ian Cameron for the first time after John Milleracey was promoted within the Tormenta club. Here's a look at those standings. Richmond could go to 26 with the win. Be their 14th match played, and you see it would be 3 up on Union Omaha, 5 up on North Texas, which is a couple games to play. Things tightening up. 3 points in that game for Richmond could just about do it, but still plenty of soccer to be played in the USL League One season. So just because Richmond wins today doesn't mean it is over. Next week, decision day on the 24th. Plenty of action. Midweeks as well. 3 on Wednesday and a loaded Saturday here in USL League One. Plenty more action still to come here from CHI Memorial Stadium, where we are at halftime between the Chattanooga Red Wolves and Forward Madison. Back with a look at the first half highlights and stats in a few moments. Back here at CHI Memorial Stadium, Chattanooga 1, Madison 0. Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN Plus. Just about set to begin the second half of action, but first a look at the highlights from the first half between these two sides. Not a ton of opportunities either way, but the goal came here. Not on that, saved off the line by Ovalle, but right there where Hurst was taken down. Sergio Demianchuk let the advantage go to see if that ball went in, but once it didn't, he pulled it back, penalty spot. Hurst converts. Sent Brady the wrong way. Got his 7th goal of the season in the 8th minute. Opportunity on the other side for Jamel Cox, but Alex Mangles comes off his line to make the save. Good ball in by Toyama. Jamel Cox saw visions of an equalizer. Opportunity here with a big save by Brady on the service by Hurst to the backside where Fala put a head to it. Ball over the top. Later on in the half, found Pineda, but a perfect sliding tackle put in by Fernandez. That's a tough one to make after you've already committed a penalty in the match. Having the confidence to put that challenge in in the box. Possibly saved a goal. And then a flick here off the corner by Pineda. Nearly found its way through to the near post. Saved off the line, it appeared, by Diaz. Keep this a 1-0 advantage for Chattanooga. 6 shots to 3 for Madison. 2 apiece in terms of shots on target. Possession going the way of the Flamingos. But, as Darryl Shore talked about during the week, he'll give up that possession stat if it means more precise, effective attacks in the attacking half. So much of that possession has just been passing it around the backside for forward Madison. Looking to turn that into some more attacking opportunities here in the second half. Madison in their light blues going from right to left in the second half. Chattanooga and their home reds from left to right.
Entering the match, number 8, Michael Vang. Exiting the match, number 14, Jamel Cox. Also entering for forward Madison, number 11, Paulo Jr. Exiting number 4, Gustavo Fernandez.
As you hear from the PA announcement, Paulo Jr. in, Gustavo Fernandez out, and Mike Vang in, Jamel Cox out. 2 substitutions made by forward Madison. Darryl Shore looking to change things up. Team in need of a goal. 2 of them to be exact. A draw keeps them alive mathematically, but it'll be a long shot. They need 3 points today. Chattanooga also needs 3, and they're in a position to get those 3 right now with a 1-0 lead. We're still waiting the whistle from Sergi Demiadja.
We begin the second 45. Chattanooga 1, forward Madison 0.
Underway again from CHI Memorial Stadium. Half number 2. Directly played up top and knocked out for a corner. Right away, an opportunity coming for the Red Wolves. Venturing out to take the corner is Greg Hurst. Hurst sends it in. Backside, Brady makes the grab. Just a reminder of those substitutions. Paulo Jr. in. Gustavo Fernandez out. And Michael Vang in, Jamel Cox out. Vang turns, ships it far side, Smart. Sends across, back post. Centered, sent on towards target by Banks, but before it gets to Mangles, Uzo with the reflexes to head it up and over. Dangerous early warning shots from Madison. Banks thought that one might have been earmarked for the top corner, but he couldn't get it past Uzo. Corner incoming for the Mingos. Driven low, loose in the box, sent away by Uzo. Only as far as Diaz, looking to put it back into the danger area. But nobody in the area. Seen out for a goal kick. The 19-year-old Michael Vang already coming in and making a difference for Madison. Birmingham. Dealt with by Ruiz, up to Pineda. Birmingham on it again. Madison, more of what we saw in the first half. Just passing around the back, waiting for an opportunity. but they have been very few and far between. Chattanooga doing a tremendous job keeping their shape, not allowing those seams for forward Madison to attack. Keeping them wide, keeping them on their back line, and again, they go all the way back. Pressure from Doyle, nearly got there. Trimmingham able to send it forward. Paolo Jr. on his right foot, takes a deflection. Soft pass back. Paolo stepped to it. Cleared away by the Red Wolves, and again they defend. I can't imagine Jimmy Obleda's going to be content with his team defending like this for a full 40 minutes. All season long, he's always tried to bring on an attacking-minded substitution when up a goal in a situation like this to find that second. A very slim bench today. Patrick Okonkwo likely will be the man he turns to maybe around the hour mark to provide that spark if it is still a 1-0 lead. Not a coach, again, who looks to bring on an extra defender to see a game like this to the end. Always eager to bring on the extra attacker and get the insurance goal. See Jamel Cox there, he was subbed off as the ice on that left leg. Saw him down near halftime holding on to that leg. Hope everything's all right with him. Pressure being turned up a notch from the Red Wolves. It's Hurst. Has Hernandez, finds Hernandez. In the middle, it's Pineda waiting for it. Hernandez tries to get it there, but it's out for a goal kick. Hernandez always dangerous when he's end line like that. This year he has multiple assists where he went end line and found a Stephen Beatty or a Tanner Dietrich in the middle of the box. This one will be taken all the way back where the contact started. Foul against the Red Wolves. Doyle just chucked the ball away, much to the chagrin of the forward Madison bench. Wanting a yellow card, doesn't look like they're going to get it. Only card that has been issued so far today went to Josue Soto for a tactical foul early in that first half. All the way back in the 19th minute. Other than that, a pretty clean game between these two sides. Not yet as intense as you thought it might be for a game that could be a de facto elimination game. Paolo looking for Vucic. He comes away from the pile with it. Vucic centers it. Smart. Top of the box, shot taken by Ovalle is blocked before it gets to Mangles. Madison starting to find their footing offensively. Strong header forward by Trimmingham. Earns the throw in the attacking third after it glanced off of Ricketts. Plenty still to be sorted out, as you see there. 19 combined second half goals between these two teams. Madison just had 2 of them in the last quarter hour on Wednesday, battling back from down 2-0 against Fort Lauderdale to tie that one. Chattanooga already has 1 game this year where they had a second half 1-0 lead before going on to lose 2-1. That came earlier in the season against Tormenta. As you look back throughout the year, a lot of those situations where Chattanooga just dropped points they probably shouldn't have might be in a lot better position right now to find their way into second place, but still alive nonetheless, despite those games where they might have blown an opportunity to get some points, despite all the injuries. 40 minutes away, factoring in stoppage time, from being right in the thick of things, just 2 points back of Richmond and Omaha. Trimmingham down now, holding his left leg in some pain. The 24-year-old spent 5 years in the domestic pro league in Trinidad and Tobago. Look here. Just went down in the end. Couldn't see anything definite as far as getting kicked, taking an awkward step, but in some pain. Two appearances for Trinidad and Tobago in the CONCACAF Nations League. Was actually on the bench 3 years ago now, this month, when Trinidad eliminated the United States from World Cup contention in 2017. Good to see him up and jogging on his own power over to the sideline.
Oh, they're in the corner.
On the road, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, and Rodney Marsh. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week with action from the MLS, Premier League, and UEFA Champions League. Sirius XM FC, channel 157 on your Sirius XM radio and the Sirius XM app. League One final on October 30th can also be found on Sirius XM FC. Shielded out by Uzo. Nearly shielded out before Mangles dove to it. Or he did shield it out. Demjanchuk is pointing towards a goal kick. Now he's just letting it go. An awkward moment there. Mangles confident with the ball at his feet, but now under some pressure. It's out for a goal kick. A bit lackadaisical on the back end from Chattanooga. Nearly saw that one intercepted. The only remaining game on Chattanooga's schedule for now is next week, Decision Day, on the road against Richmond. As it stands, Chattanooga would be 2 points behind Richmond, though the Kickers have a game in hand. So if this result holds, Chattanooga will be watching very intently tonight as Richmond hosts Tormenta. I say for now that's the only game still on Chattanooga's schedule because they had a postponement on October 10th against Orlando City B. That is still to be determined if or when it is made up. Only will be made up if it's relevant to the standings. They can't make it up in the middle of the week this week because Orlando already has a scheduled midweek game against Richmond. Sent in, headed away, out for a corner kick. If Richmond were to drop points tonight, and then Chattanooga can go on the road to City Stadium and beat them next week, it would set up a situation where that last game would have to be made up against Orlando. Chattanooga would have an opportunity to leapfrog the Kickers. Floated in, back post, Trimmingham waiting to camp under it, but it just drifts over the bar, out for a goal kick. No opportunity to be had for the Flamingos as we near the hour mark here at CHI Memorial Stadium. Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN+. Goal scored in the 8th minute by Greg Hurst from the penalty spot. Two teams vying for an opportunity to meet Greenville in the League One final. A loss for either side would eliminate them mathematically. A draw would put both on the brink, depending on the Richmond result tonight. And if somebody could come away with a win, they're right in the middle of it. Hernandez looking to add to the Chattanooga lead. Sends his defender flying. Now sends in the cross. Trimmingham can't really deal with it. Still loose. Pinballing around before Leonard clears it out of the box. Soto trips him. Madison lobbying for a card. Soto already has a yellow. Vang. Handball. Free kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, with Colby Nelson, please report to the guest services tent. Colby Nelson to the guest services tent. Thank you.
Take another look at this one as Banks weaved his way through some traffic. And Vang was able to earn the free kick, chipping it up right here off the hand of Fala. Banks, Smart, Vang stand over it. Smart takes a shot into the wall, takes a volley on the deflection, and just wide. Madison pushing forward, trying, but just unable to threaten Mangles. Vucic chipped over the top. Smart running onto it. Can't get a foot to it. Still alive. Mangles was unsure of himself there. Came off the line but then stopped. Smart commits the foul deep in the corner. Ruiz down. Just a shove. And And then a little clip of the heel there from Smart. Easy call on the foul. Madison slowly starting to come alive. This is the part of the game that they woke up against Fort Lauderdale on Wednesday. They've been such a good defensive team all year, but goals have been so hard to come by, as they were last year for Madison, in so many games that end up in draws. Paolo. Sent to the far side. Vang tries the volley. Goal kick. They have the talent, they have the pieces, but just goals have been so hard to come by all season long for the Flamingos. And they're up against it now. 1, to stay mathematically alive. 2, to stay realistically alive. Madison had 2 consecutive goalless draws and then went 73 minutes without a goal on Wednesday before scoring 2 to tie it and earn the point. The intensity starting to pick up as well. Chippiness on the field, chirping between players on both teams. Intensity starting to pick up, as it typically does down the stretch in a game with the stakes this high. A shove off the ball from Vang, and now he's with it in space. Toyama pushing forward on the left side as well. Good job defensively by Ricketts to track back. Uzo there to help. Ovalle. They'll try from the right side. Leonard to Smart. Give and go. Smart. Chance to send it across. A shove instead. And after a couple of glances at each other, the assistant referee and Sergei Demianchuk decide on a corner kick. Here in minute 66. Vang on the corner. Madison players gathering. Now they break formation and run, but he can't get it past the guy blocking 10 yards away. And it's cleared away by the Red Wolves. Has to be a better service there from Madison. You got to be able to beat the guy who's your one-man wall 10 yards away. Over the top again. Mangles off his line and over the top of Smart. Excuse me, Banks, who's down in the box, but the foul goes against Banks for undercutting Mangles. But it seems like Banks caught the worst of it. Looks like he caught a knee to the back as Mangles came up for it. It'll be a free kick for the Red Wolves as Banks gathers himself. Ricketts in an advanced position for the right back. Doyle. Dummied by Pineda, but Ricketts was not making that run in behind that he thought he was making. Chattanooga's last victory came over a month ago. A 2-0 win at home against Union Omaha. Eli Lockaby checks into the game for Don Smart. In that win against Omaha, the game took a similar form to this one. Early goal from Chattanooga. back and forth play, not too many opportunities for either side. But then with about a quarter hour to go, Dietrich put home the second and salted the game away for Chattanooga. Jimmy Obleda hoping for a similar result here as the team looks for its first victory in over a month. Again here at home in front of their fans for the last time this season. Pink out day. Bala takes down Banks cleanly. Pineda pressured from behind. Toyama stepping up, wins the ball for Madison. Vang, 3 goals on the season. Vang, one-on-one with Mangles, make it 4 for Michael Vang, and make it a level score line between Chattanooga and Madison.
Forward Madison goal.
Level again. Game on.
Vang.
About 25 to go, factoring in stoppage time.
Madison,
A loss for either of these teams would effectively eliminate them. A draw puts both on the brink. So expect 25 minutes of both teams going all out now for that goal. Great pressure from Toyama, threaded in by Paolo. Finds Vang, goal number 4 for the 19-year-old. And the 2 halftime substitutes, Paolo and Vang, connecting for that one. As a coach for Darryl Shore, you always love to see something like that happen. Leaves you looking like a genius, pulling the right strings. Both of his halftime subs connecting. Came in the 69th minute from Michael Vang. And now Ovalle called for the foul, yellow card issued by Sergei Demyanchuk. You could already hear the intensity picked up. Players more vocal, fans more vocal. No doubt about it, yellow card that time against Ovalle.
The official yellow card brought to you by Capperman, White, and McGarvey Eye Care. We fix foul vision.
No substitutions yet made by Chattanooga. They don't really have many. Very short bench today. Patrick Okonkwo would be the guy to bring on for that attacking spark now that Jimmy Obleda's side needs a goal. Just 3 outfield players available. Bodies fly. No call from Demyanchuk. Cleared away by Madison. Soto. Bad touch from Dietrich. Greg Hurst, haven't called his name in a long time. He's disappeared up top for Chattanooga. They have to get him back involved. Vang. Soto there to clean it up. Hurst giving chase on Trimmingham, gets a piece of it, but he did so with his hand. Under pressure is Ruiz. Nearly gives it away, now does, and then commits the foul. Took too much time, and now a free kick in a dangerous area for Madison. Yellow card shown as well to Ruiz. 3 yellow cards overall now. Soto and Ruiz for Chattanooga, Ovalle for Madison. Just took way too much time. Gives it away, commits the foul as Vucci comes across.
Ricky Ruiz.
And this game has seen the tide turn entirely now.
Eye Care. We fix foul vision.
I mentioned earlier in this half, Chattanooga already once this year has seen a 1-0 lead turn into a 2-1 loss in the second half at home. It came against Tormenta. Free kick sent in, flicked on, Headed towards goal, but just wide by Trimmingham. Taking another look at that free kick. Sent in by Vang. Headed on by Soto,
fans,
incidentally.
The indicated a
And then flicked
hydration
wide.
and safety break for the players. This break could last
And now
up to 3
Demyanchuk
minutes.
has sent the teams over to the benches for the hydration break.
Once again,
Last
ladies and
chance
gentlemen,
for the coaches
we
to
are
talk to their sides
honoring
before
Breast
the
Cancer
all-important
Awareness
final
Month
15
today
minutes of this game.
in support of the Mary Ellen Locher Breast Center and CHI Memorial Hospital.
And this is a good time to look at the... Greenville already clinched into the final. A good time to look at the race to the finish here during the hydration break. Turn your attention to the max points on the right side. That's what we're really focusing on here as far as figuring out which teams are and aren't eliminated. The max points for Madison, 26. For the Red Wolves, 27. Kickers down to the left side have 23 points with 3 games remaining. They could get to 26 tonight, which would eliminate Madison, which could just about eliminate Chattanooga. So both of these teams need 3 points and then need to look to Richmond for possibly a loss tonight to help them out. Still a lot to be sorted out here in League One. And these next 15 minutes could help make the picture a bit clearer.
Soccer fans, it is the 75th minute. This is your last call for alcohol. Once the ball stops moving, the beer stops pouring.
A fiery as always. Ditch the vest. Gonna will his team on. All season long, whenever he's talked to us, it's been equal parts telling us about his team and evaluating the upcoming game, and equal parts lifestyle motivation on the call. And it's easy to see how his team has just bought in all season. And he's going to need them to buy in here for 15 minutes. All they got. They need 3 points. They need the goal. A loss would not eliminate, a draw would not eliminate either team mathematically. Joe Malfa here with you from CHI Memorial Stadium. Teams would stay alive mathematically if this scoreline holds. Paolo into the box, looking to change that scoreline. He'll draw a corner. A loss, however, would eliminate either team. Corner sent in by Vang, headed towards goal, but just over. It actually came off a Red Wolves player. Looked like Vucic got ahead to it, but it was actually Fala. They'll try again from the other side as we take another look at it. Vang has been very dangerous on his services all day. Yes, clearly did come off of Fala. Vucic couldn't get ahead to it. Now Vang will try again from this side, but he's held up as Demyanchuk comes in to have a conversation. Movement in the box. Volleyed, but over everything. a dozen minutes to go in regulation. Sent forward, flicked on, but out for a goal kick. It's Greg Hurst rising for it. Still looking to get more involved here. Aside from his penalty kick goal after drawing the penalty himself, haven't heard from him much. It's been a problem that Jamil Bleda has talked about all season long, that Hurst will get his goal and then just disappear. And they need him to keep that intensity up for 90, especially in a game like this that is a must-win. Banks in space, down the wing for Vang. Has an option in the box. Over the top, finds Paolo. Toyama showing as an option. Paolo takes it himself. Ovalle. Shrimingham. Leonard has to reset to Ovalle. Last off of Madison. It'll be a throw for the Red Wolves. 10 to go in regulation. Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN+. Hernandez, mentioned earlier in the match, he will switch sides sometimes with Hurst. Looks like they did a quick little switch, and now Hernandez back on the left. They'll do that to try to get Hurst more involved, spark something, but he hasn't been able to find space. Has it now, on cue. Greg Hurst one-on-one, saved by Brady. Incredible from the 16-year-old. Still alive though, Doyle finds Hurst again. Crisis averted as it's given away now by Ricketts. Or so we thought. Ruiz takes it back and he draws the foul. What a sequence of events. As I was mentioning, Hurst disappearing a bit. Touches it to himself, finds space, picks out his corner, but Brady drags a leg, makes the save. The 16-year-old on loan from Chicago Fire keeps this level. Now he'll have to deal with a free kick. Ruiz still down.
Soccer fan, substitution for your Chattanooga Red Bull. Entering the match, number 46, Patrick Okonkwo. Leading the match, number 8, Josue Soto.
And here is Patrick Okonkwo. I mentioned him a couple of times, and now he comes in for Josue Soto. Signed as a homegrown in 2018 for Atlanta United. Played 39 games in USL Championship last year. Brought into the fold mid-season for the Red Wolves. He's had a knack for providing a spark off the bench. Isaiah Dargan checking in as well for Ronaldo Pineda. I was wondering why Demianchik was beckoning Pineda off the field behind the goal. Didn't think he was going to allow that sub to happen there, but he did. Hurst sends in the free kick. Okonkwo looked to get ahead to it, but Shrimingham flicks it away. Sent it again, flick towards goal, and just wide of the near post. This time it was Dietrich. Chattanooga knocking on the door now. Okonkwo and Dargan in. Dietrich just put it wide. Nice job by Brady having the wherewithal to just let that one go out for a goal kick. Good awareness there, knew where his post was.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitution for forward Madison. Entering the match, number 21, Lewis Bennett. Leading the match, number 27, Christian Diaz.
Louis Bennett. the new substitution for Madison. Paolo was a halftime sub, already has an assist, now on his right foot. Sends it in front. Mangles gathers it off the foot of Vucic. Dargon. Hernandez surveys his options, chips over the top, looking for Dargon. Headed on to Hurst. Had an opportunity saved a moment ago. Chips forward for Okonkwo. And Brady again on the end of it. Contact there. Foul call goes the way of the Red Wolves. Ricketts through ball over the top. Dietrich gets on the end of it. Earns a corner kick. He's unhappy with himself, but you take a corner kick here. Seems like he thought he should have done more with it, but in the 85th minute, you get an opportunity on a corner, you sign up for that. It's a team that has been dangerous on corners all season long. Had a couple opportunities on corners today. Hernandez, arm in the air, delivery. Center of the box, headed away by Trimmingham. Hurst will let it go for a corner now on the other side. Hurst set to deliver. 5 minutes to go in regulation. Hurst sends it in towards goal, almost in by himself. Nearly an Olympico. Brady gets a paw to it. And back again we go to the other side for a corner from Hernandez. Another quick look at it. Hurst nearly either found the back post or Okonkwo. Opportunity gone by the wayside on this last corner from Hernandez. Vang finds Bennett. Bennett got involved in the goals for Madison, tying against Fort Lauderdale on Wednesday. Just 4 minutes to go till the clock reads 90. Throw taken quickly in the box. Vang already has one, lays it off, takes a deflection. Vucic had an opportunity. In the box again, shot taken, just wide of the post. Eli Lockaby nearly put Madison ahead. Good idea from Bennett with the quick throw. Vucic had that blocked. And then Lockaby took his space and put it just wide of the far post with a left-footed shot. Quickly the other way for Chattanooga. Neil Blada unhappy about something. Demjanchuk is going to go have a word with him. Okonkwo nearly loses his footing, but keeps the ball. Vang checking deep, gets it from Toyama. His goal leveled it. Back in the 69th minute. Assist from Paolo. Madison has 3 draws in a row. Through ball. Vang, already 1 goal. Almost a second. The USL's elite pre-professional platform, USL Academy, allows clubs across the USL to build a pathway to pro soccer by bringing together across the USL top local youth talent. Following the success of the first Academy Cup events, clubs can now apply to participate in the USL Academy League kicking off spring of 2021. For more information, visit usl-academy.com or search hashtag USL Academy on social media. Greg Hurst, end line, 90th minute, sends it in front. Earns another corner kick. Being told there'll be 4 minutes of added time as we are now in the 90th minute. Hurst nearly scored directly from the corner a few moments ago. Look at all the jerseys committed forward now for Chattanooga. A draw would effectively eliminate both teams. Not mathematically, but their chances would significantly diminish. Hurst sends it in. Brady punches it away. A loss for either side does mathematically eliminate them. And again, as I said, a draw would virtually do so as well. If this result holds, they would need Richmond to lose out their remaining 3 games.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitution for forward Madison, entering the match, number 31,
Noah Fuson checks in. Ball sent in. Taken down in the box. Center. Uzo. Can't put it on target. In stoppage time. 4 minutes. Paolo on a run. Vucic joining him in the box. Paolo looks for Vucic on his left foot. Back to Paolo. Ovalle. Banks. Takes a shot. Mangles makes the save. End-to-end action now between Chattanooga and Madison. Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN Plus for the final few minutes. 3 minutes remaining of stoppage time. Ruiz lays it off. Flag stays down on Hurst. Madison seemed to be expecting it, but it stayed down. And now Hurst gives it away. Poor touch to Ruiz. Loads of space now for Paolo. Takes it. Hurst tracks back, commits the foul. He'll get a yellow card for that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the head official has presented the yellow card to Chattanooga's number 11, Greg Hurst. The official yellow card brought to you by Capperman, White and McGarvey Eye Care. We fix foul vision.
Service comes from Banks. Mangles nearly overruns it. You see there, again, just a reminder, a draw would keep both teams alive, but it would just make things a lot tougher. They would need Richmond to lose out. You could find that Richmond game 6:30 right here, ESPN Plus. Shipped on to Okonkwo, but the flag goes up. 100 seconds remaining of the awarded 4 minutes of stoppage time. Deflection to Mangles. Can either team find that one more opportunity? And not just find it, but convert it. 3 points either way would be much better for the team that comes out on top. It would give them more control of their destiny, not totally at the liberty of Richmond. Sent in. A chance for Vang. Taken down. No call from Demyanchuk. Madison up in arms about it. Play continues. Taken quickly by Mangles. And if either team is able to pick up those 3 points, the loser would be eliminated. Dietrich. Numbers here for Chattanooga. Hurst. Wide for Ruiz. Getting into the box on his left foot. He's taken down. No call. Shot from Dietrich. Over everything. By the time the goal kick is taken, that might be it from CHI Memorial. Up to Sergei Demyanchuk whenever he blows that whistle now. As the clock reads 94 minutes. Full time. 1-1 draw between Chattanooga and Madison. That's 4 consecutive draws in a row now for Madison. Chattanooga still hasn't won in over a month. They both had a chance to come away with 3 points today and be right in the thick of things. Not mathematically eliminated with a loss, but the road just got a lot tougher. Both teams will be watching intently tonight as Richmond hosts Tormenta at 6:30 right here on ESPN+. Goal came from Greg Hurst in the 8th minute. Michael Vang in the 69th minute. And the all-time series between these teams remains knotted. 1 win apiece with 3 draws. We'll take a look at the highlights from the entire match right here. Chattanooga and Madison. Opportunities were hard to come by for both teams in the first half. Hurst earned a penalty and was able to convert it a moment later. Advantage was played to see if this ball would trickle over the line after the flick from Hernandez, but Ovaya saved it. And then Hurst made no mistake on the penalty kick. Another opportunity in the first half on the header from Fala. That was the first time that Brady really came up big in net for Madison, and it would not be the last. On this set piece, flicked on, saved by Diaz off the line. Take a closer look. Diaz was able to get his foot to it. And then a header over the bar by Hernandez. Into the second half now. Opportunities coming for Madison. Banks tries heading it towards goal, but it's flicked away by Uzo. This one might have had a chance of finding the top corner, or excuse me, the bottom corner, if not for Uzo heading it away. And then here is the goal. Paolo found Vang, nice touch past Fala, and a perfectly placed shot past Mangles. 4th goal of the season. As Vang now leads Madison. Was tied with a couple of other players with 3 goals. That one his 4th. Best opportunity to retake the lead for Chattanooga came right here with Greg Hurst, but the save of the match comes from Brady as he keeps that foot. He was diving the wrong way, but just dragged the foot and got a piece of it. Chattanooga nearly came away with the 3 points there. Madison nearly came away with the 3 points here in the end. As Vang, same spot as where he scored the other goal, sends this one up over the bar and wide of the post. Look at your full-time stats. Only 7 total shots on target. 17 total shots, though, for Madison as they pressed forward looking for that goal that they eventually found. But in the end, neither team able to find a winner. They take a point each, and now dire straits as they have to watch Richmond later, hoping for Tormenta to go on the road and pull off the upset against the Kickers. To take a look at the updated standings, Chattanooga 19, Madison 18. They each have 2 games left. Richmond has 3 left. Mathematically alive, but it's going to be tough. They're going to need help from not only the Kickers, but also Union Omaha and North Texas Soccer Club. As the season winds down, 7 days remaining in USL League One. It's going to be a sprint to the finish. Today's game gave us some more clarity, but not quite the clarity we were expecting. Thought one of these teams might come away with the 3 points. For a while, it looked like Chattanooga, but Madison equalized late. 1-1, a point each, and now they await tonight's game. Richmond 6:30. Plenty more action to come here on ESPN Plus today in USL League One. For Joe Malfa and the rest of our crew, signing off here from Chattanooga. Have a good night, everybody. Come back for some more USL League One action tonight.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.